Well, I guess it's time to update. Um, Last time I made a video, I was trying to push through tough moments in life and trying to, I guess, just talk myself through it a bit. And over time, things have changed. My situation, what the wife's going through, um, the news we're getting from the doctors, and well, she went in for another surgery today. They were estimating 2 to 3 hours. I think it ended up being 4.5. Yeah, maybe even close to 5 hours total. To be honest, I lose track of time when I'm in there. I was up at the waiting room by myself today. I waited with her until they took her in, and then met her when they brought her out. It was work being done in areas of her colon and things that they thought maybe the cancer was originating. It had hardened, thickened, and swollen in an area, so they wanted to do some work there. And while they were in there, they were unable to do it with just scopes, so they actually had to open her up a bit and perform it that way. He said that was on her left side, where the original work was planned to be done. And then turns out he found another area on the right side while he was in there that wasn't good either. Now, he said everything should go back together, she'll be totally normal one day. But it was rough. She's gonna be going through some stuff. They had a feeding tube through her nose down to her belly, I guess just for the surgery. She didn't have that before. But they took her into ICU because it turned into, a bigger operation, and they want to monitor her with all the infection and things that have been going on, and her blood counts and things like that. White blood cells are like 19, I think, was the last blood test from yesterday. So she's fighting like hell right now. She is the baddest ass woman I've ever met. That's why I married her. So, bottom line, she's gonna make it past this hospital stint. She's probably got another 7 days. They said they want to monitor, make sure that everything's sealed up. She doesn't have a bowel leak in there still. She was collecting fluid in her pelvis, and they believe that was why the infection wasn't being set back or equalized. Trying to give you details, but to be honest, there's so much shit that happened with her and the way it's going. It was 2 weeks yesterday. She was admitted to the ER and then transported to another hospital where they've been doing all the work on her. So, if all things are good and clear in 7 days, and the operation today works, and everything's flawless, and her levels start to equalize or get better, she'll be home. And she'll be home for the next battle, which is fighting that cancer and having that checked out. We're thinking about going to a different place instead of where she's having the surgery, instead of letting them treat them. We had some opportunities, very blessed. Lots of prayers, lots of love sent out. We used Facebook. We went through there, and somehow family members, cousin called somebody and knew somebody else, and we got some information for one of the top rated cancer research facilities around that help out even if our insurance doesn't cover it, kind of thing. And just more of a blessing to let me know that she's at least getting the good treatment and the best treatment. It's been real hard on the kids. Being gone 2 weeks, their mom hasn't left for more than a 2-day weekend. I don't even know if she's left for that most of them can remember. So she's a homebody. If they're not at school, they're with mom. And so it's tough. The oldest isn't here. She's texting mom and staying in communications until she gets back. And then the next two, it's tough. They're just helping out around the house, doing chores extra, making sure this is done. And I've tried to talk with them, tried to sit down. I think, with the situation with mom and then the battle with cancer next, I've done a little research and probably going to start some counseling with them and the family, all together, just to go through grief counseling or whatever might be needed with them. I'm not quite sure yet. The little one, again, it's probably why this video gets made. She breaks my heart when she has to have me put her to sleep every night. I tuck her in every night, kiss her on the forehead. That's dad thing. That's always happened before. But now I actually got to lay down in bed with her and, kind of hold her, hug her a little bit, and make sure she falls asleep. Everybody's missing mom. And I'm realizing this is some tough stuff with the kids, mom, and life. I had to start worrying about my job. Luckily, seems like they're going to be a great company and actually try to help me out with all this crazy crap happening instead of just letting me go. So, one less worry there. With my situation, I was, I guess, as the family says, too humble to admit it until I talked with a few people and started a GoFundMe. And that's helped out. The wife, she's always handled finances and all that good stuff. And like I say, before surgery and stuff, she was doing real good. She was eating regular food. She was still getting iron and antibiotics, and once in a while they'd give her nutrient bags if they felt like the levels were down, but she was doing good. I guess bottom line is these were supposed to be motivation to keep pushing. And I feel like most nights barely get sleep. Next morning I wake up and it's just automatic. Make sure the kids are fed, make sure groceries, make sure the dog, the cat. I don't think a lot. I'm tired as hell, worn out. Feel like most days I'm just worried I ain't gonna get everything done I'm supposed to do, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to do most days. So if you make sense of that, let me know. Write it in the comment, because it's tough. Starting to get a little bit more settled. At least getting the house functioning, groceries, the basics. I guess for most people, motivation is something you got to find. But for me, my motivation is those little ones. So it's going to help me a lot more than some who don't have kids. Yeah. hard some days. But we're going to get through this, and it's going to be better down the other side. But also, too, I got to keep a strong face for these kids. I got to make sure I don't show that I am scared about my wife. I'm scared their mom and cancer might be a tougher battle. I got to act like it's no big deal. And there's just another battle for them. I don't want them in fear. I think that's the right thing to do with kids. The two middle ones, they kind of know mom has cancer. One Google searched it, of course. She's got a phone. And she said, "Dad, that's not a good one." And I said, "Yep, we're getting the best tools." So it's about just making sure you give that positive answer to the kids. Make sure you try to stay positive yourself. Just because there's a thunderstorm doesn't mean the lightning isn't beautiful when you see it strike. You know what I mean? That lightning might hurt some stuff. But there was beauty in a moment. There's a lot of beauty every day. We tend to look over it. Tend to pass it by. You know that old saying, stop and smell the flowers? It's actually a really, really good saying. And most people forget to stop and enjoy the little moments while you have them. Because your brain tends to think about the negative. But you can't let it. Another saying I heard from a good friend of mine, an idle mind is the devil's playground. Well, you make what you want of that. That's about staying busy, thinking positive, not allowing the negative thoughts to overrun you. Even if you don't believe in the devil, the negative thoughts are just a metaphor for it. I think I used that word right. I'm not the smartest guy, so don't correct me too bad. So if you're out there, you're a dad, you're in fear of losing your wife, still trying to handle it for the kids, my prayers are with you. I hope nobody goes through this crap. I hope this never happens to anybody with kids like I have, and a wife that doesn't deserve it. She's been healthy. She don't smoke cigarettes. She don't do nothing. No drug use, no alcohol heavy. She may have a beer once a month. Like, that girl is healthy. Good eating. And we got just the worst luck for her. Just the worst luck. Like I said, my faith, it's probably the only thing keeping me going. Besides the kids. When I walk away from them and lay them down to sleep at night, the house is quiet. I'm alone. I'm used to talking with her, chatting, bullshitting about the kids' day and what we're going to do tomorrow. Instead, I got this phone here. I really hope this, reaches somebody. It goes out and helps people. You gotta stick in there for your kids. You gotta stick in there for your loved ones, your family. You gotta push for the person who's sick. You gotta give them the positive attitude that they're gonna be alright soon. Seeing her tonight scared the fuck out of me, man. But I didn't tell her that. I didn't act scared at all. Told her she was beautiful. Told the nurse that my 4 daughters are amazing because of her. Everything's because of her. She sure blessed my life. God gave me a wonderful woman. That's what's the hardest part. watching her suffer. Man, I was more crappy. Man, eat unhealthy, beat the crap out of my body. I always thought I'd be the one. Hell, 2 years ago I had a swollen intestine. Ended up in the ER. Thought for sure I'd be the next one to pay back. Never her. Not since she had kids. Those were the only times she went in. For the kids. That stupid fucking E-shirt. Oh, I don't want to get into the birth control shit on here. It's just a lot. A lot going on in my brain. Why? What? Where's the causes? Why wasn't this found? What's going on? Probably not going to get an answer to a lot of them. The only thing I can hope is I get an answer to it's cured. It's gone. We got rid of it all. She's cancer free. That's what I want to hear. Tomorrow's another day. We're going to go up and see her. See how she's feeling after surgery. Me and all three little ones want to go. They want to see Mom. They miss her. I just hope they don't have the feeding tube in her nose anymore. They haven't seen her with anything like that. She's been sitting up, playing Uno, hanging out. She's been doing so damn good. But yet, just not good enough to come home and fight everything else. The damn infection's just kicking her butt right now. Oh, I had a few people reach out to me and tell me it's probably good to make these videos. And they enjoyed listening. They were family, so they might have been bullshitting. If you're listening again, let's see if you made it this far in the video. Oh, shit. So pray every night. Count the blessings you do still have. Don't pray for wealth and material. Money gets you nothing. If you don't have your health, you can't spend a dime. Take care of yourself. Pray, count your blessings, like I said. Life's gonna be tough. Definitely an obstacle course with a lot of pitfalls and traps. Just gotta keep pushing. I recommend getting kids. Those really help. When she hugs me and holds, tell you what, kids are just full of pure, innocent love. Something we lose as we grow, I think. Start to be judgmental. And start to look at other people differently. Tried to not do that in life. Tried to be good to others, do what I can, give to the homeless, jump out at car accidents, help out, do everything I can to make sure the situation's better. And now I'm fighting a battle I can't do anything in. I'm literally helpless. I have to sit back and hope everybody around me is doing their best. Try to pump them up. Try to give them confidence. I even tell the nurses, you take care of that woman. She's everything to me. She's just so they really know how important that lady is laying on that bed when I leave the room. I guess I don't have a choice but to push. The more I think about it, never thought of slowing down. Just got fucking hard. Cried one night. So bad, just yelling to God, stop, I can't take no more of this shit. Don't do any more to her. And that was right after we got the infection, bowel leak, cancer, all at once. All in one conversation, one paragraph from the doctor. That was the night I came home and bawled. It's okay to cry, I think. I won't cry much. Hell, I've had 3 knee surgeries and a shoulder operation. Never shed a tear. Tore all kinds of shit. Broken bones. I yelled and cursed a few times when I got hurt. But I never actually cried. So to help you push yourself through these tough times, I hope you find a loved one. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's somebody that you can trust to call and really open up about how you feel. I got several. Several of them, if they watch this, they know who they are. I've cried on the phone to them. They've cried back. This isn't easy on a lot of us. I used to joke around, my family likes my wife more than they like me. I realized they don't like my wife. They love her. They respect her. They cherished her. And I appreciate you guys for that. It's really helped me a lot. And I know it's helped her in her situation, not worry about me having to go back to work right away. And that I'm able to be there with her. And I'm able to take the kids there when they need to see her. And be there with the kids every night. And wake them up in the morning because mom's not there to do it. Yeah. Yesterday was 2 weeks. She was admitted in AER. We're making it. I don't know if this will probably be the last video. It's supposed to be motivation, and mostly it just turned into me venting, which family said was a good thing. Probably saved me money from going to counseling right away. I'm definitely going to need it with the wife and the kids. This is definitely something that's going to affect them. It's not over yet, so maybe I will make another video. Who knows? I don't. Took me a few days of making the last one before I even considered this. Like I said, if I wouldn't have tucked her in again tonight, I don't know if I would have been out here making it, but I couldn't go to sleep. So take care. Make sure you go to sleep every night and tell the loved ones you love them. There's nothing worth fighting overnight. There just isn't. Be kind to the world. Hate's contagious, but love is much more contagious. Try to spread it. Try to be kind when you don't need to be.